I'm Paul Shelley and I wanted to welcome you today to my video on explicit communication. Now, in all areas of our lives, we have so many thoughts and so many beliefs and so many things we want to bring to the day, to our relationships with other people, to what we would like to share and what we would like to teach others. But it's so common that the majority of what you're thinking is really from your own frame of reference, and so it's very easy to assume that whatever you say in communication is what will be translated at the other end and received in the same way to the other person. Whereas in reality, the majority of each person's individuality will translate and pick out the separate things that mean the most to them or have the most connection to them at the time, depending on what's going on in their lives, or whatever, frame of reference they have and whatever learning and understanding they've had. And because of this, you obviously get a huge amount of miscommunication, but also it's an incredibly good practice to start trying to be more explicit in all areas of your life of what you actually want to say to people. And myself included here, it's very easy to slightly skirt around or soften something or not be particularly concise with what we're saying. And so it really, it comes across in a blur and it becomes very unintelligible for the majority of people to actually understand you. So you feel you've gone out and you've said what you want and what you'd like to, to share. And you get surprised. You're like, well, I feel I feel I said that, but it's not been picked up, or it's, you might have felt there was a real, some real weight or something you wanted to emphasize, oh, well, people just thought I was saying something normal, or, and it wasn't relayed and wasn't understood in the way that you wanted understood. But a lot of that comes down to the skill of being more explicit and more purposeful in your communication, and being more purposeful and having more intention with what overall, emotion you'd like to create with that, what overall learning you'd like to create with that, and just the actual details of maybe not just what you want to say, but how it leads into what you want to be creating. Give the background of what you're saying as well as where you would like it to go. Because we get these snapshots in our lives of all the things. So you say a few sentences to someone else of something you've just discovered, and it's just a snapshot of things you've had days, maybe weeks, maybe years to kind of process and think about its applications and where it can go for you. And you say it to someone else and they get just this little clip, and it may not be enough for many people. They may need that reiterated, or to have heard it the several times that you might have heard it already, to be able to receive that as something intelligible and useful to them. So really, all this video is to kind of start being more purposeful in how you plan to tell something to anyone, whether that be friends, family, in your career, but start thinking on the basis of how much did what did I process to come to this ability to say this to you in this kind of surety or whatever I wanted to communicate, and start being able to build people into the picture as well as building people into the snippet of what you want to say. And you might find that a lot of people start to understand you for one, understand your own thoughts and your own intentions better. And also it might be more useful to more people and be a lot more intelligible and enjoyable for people. So I just want to share that with you today. Hope you found that useful, and I'll speak to you next time.